What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a complete live streaming, live analysis, live trading session before this London session. As you know that today is Euro news is coming up and ZD already has given us a big move on the market. Now we'll look at all of them before this London session and New York session, and as soon as we will find any trading opportunity, we will be entering, and also we'll be analyzing all the pairs that potentially giving us trading opportunity today. So before I begin this today's very important session, make sure guys you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't done yet, so that you don't miss out any of the content updates that we are releasing every single day. Make sure you press that bell notification button as well. So we see that first of all I will focus on Euro pairs as Euro news is coming. If I go to the Forex Factory, which is the news calendar news website where you can find all the high impact and low impact news updates. So look at mainly the high impact news. So 7:15 p.m. Sydney time, which is now here at 3:33 p.m. The news is coming on Euro back-to-back 3 news, and 8:30 p.m. Gbp news is coming. So, and also in the night there will be news on USD. So basically Euro pairs, Gbp pairs, USD pairs, all of them are highly volatile. And we'll look at now how we can find a trading opportunity. First of all, I was looking at Eurojpy. In fact, it is now we see that Eurojpy is a long-term bullish market. It was moving along this channel for a quite long time, so created this bullish channel. Now currently we see that Eurojpy is breaking out of this channel. Highly likely that after retest we could see potentially bullish setup. So what I'm expecting on Eurojpy during the news announcement to give us some kind of retracement, and then we could find a bullish setup on Eurojpy, or even the way the price action will form will decide which way we can trade. But for the time being we see that all the Euro pairs is in fact showing some bullish price action. And as you can see in Euro dollar as well, if you remember that yesterday's live session, this is what I mentioned, that from here Euro dollar is likely to be bullish, and did that. We see that Euro dollar also has gone up for a significant movement to the upside. Now let's look at all the pairs one by one. I'll look all of them including gold. So gold, we have seen a massive drop. Massive means in comparison with the current volatility, we have seen a drop in gold. We'll look at as well how we can see now currently gold is doing. This is the daily candle that has gold. Also there is a rejection from the top, and as a result we see that gold is rejecting. So we might see further drop in gold. As I mentioned in previously also, I think that gold might come back to the daily 20 period moving average, which is also previous support, previous resistance turning support. And if we look at the weekly, we see that in fact this weekly candle is a drop. So because long-term trend is bearish, it is not impossible to see that just gold is now continuing its downtrend, because it has now in fact created another head and shoulder in this very important level. If you closely look at, you see that this is the previous support zone, which is turning resistance here with this 20 MA. We have seen gold in fact on the 4-hour has clean head and shoulder, now breaking to the downside. So yeah, we'll look at to see how we can trade. I think that gold might be giving us a shorting opportunity the way the price action form. I'll see how we can trade over the progression of this session. Let me look at the chat, guys. Hopefully that you are enjoying, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this live trading session, and don't forget to give a big thumbs up, guys. Everyone give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. I really good morning, coach. Thank you very much. Johan, good morning all. Emily, gold please. Yeah, looks like gold is bearish. Real facts, good morning. What about gold today? Gold looks like bearish. Zohaib, good morning sir. Zohaib, thank you very much. Mohanad, good morning coach. Please US oil and US30, look at all of them. Haider, thank you Haider for joining. Good morning. How's excited to be here, Emmanuel? Thank you very much. I'm also really excited to be here with all of you guys and girls. Amazing trader, amazing environment. Thank you very much. Asad Malik, gold detail analysis, please have a look at it. Good evening, coach from Canada. Thank you. Jane, good morning, coach. Krunel, in gold it's created weakness candle. Can we predict for bullish in gold? We'll look at it, Mr. Alamgir. Good morning, coach. Thank you very much. So let me look at now on full analysis on gold, guys. Let me see how it is doing. Looking at first of all monthly perspective. Okay, on the monthly we have seen primarily gold has reached a monthly Fibonacci level. There is a strong drop, okay, correction. So with that correction we have seen gold reach to a monthly Fibonacci level. If we take our Fibonacci from this high to the low, what we see, gold exactly rejected from 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is a very important Fibonacci level. Now what we see that from that Fibonacci level, we see from monthly Fibonacci level, gold is now rejecting. Still we have quite a few days to go on this monthly. We might see, I think that some up and down, but let's look at weekly in fact to see how it might happen. Now on the weekly perspective, we see that this is the weekly move happen, you see, and now followed by a correction. Okay, so guys, this long-term trend on gold is bearish. Okay, and this movement happen with gold is against the trend. Now if I draw this trend line on the weekly, let me draw this trend line, then you'll understand actually what I mean by this. So okay, so what we see that gold, this is the weekly resistance level, okay, and which is in fact the 20 period moving average, which is acting as a dynamic resistance. And what we have seen, gold in fact went above far from that resistance level, and what I think that in fact gold may eventually come back down finally. Okay, it could be not immediately, but long-term picture, that what I think that gold will come back down here and then might create again another push and then finally move like that. So long-term picture, gold currently showing bearish. Okay, that's why I tell that when to see a direction in a market, clear direction, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Now what I see a direction in the market, gold is bearish, so I will not be considering selling. The reason is short-term trend now pushing down, long-term trend is bearish. So when the price creates a very coherence with the long-term trend with the short-term trend, this is where the high probability trade setup comes in play. So gold long-term trend, you can see that is bearish. The price reached that important zone. I think that gold finally will come back down, even break this level. So destination to the downside. Now looking at the daily, guys, this price action, this daily candle close, though it is a weekless candle, only weekless candle will not give you a direction. Okay, keep in mind, this is the main thing that I teach all my students, is that you need to look at the first priority, always you give with the trend. Okay, keep in mind. Secondly, when you see the price overextended in opposite direction of the trend and the price is breaking down, highly likely that the price will move in the direction. Now what's the difference between yesterday and today is this daily candle, though it is a weekless candle, okay, we might see some rejection to the upside, but though it is a weekless candle, okay, look at the top of the candle, there is a strong rejection. Okay, there is a difference between this candle. Let me show you some other weekless candle. Okay, look at this one here. This is also weekless candle, but it's a strong bullish move, has broken all this level. Okay, so if you look at closely, you see many kind of weekless candle that is very strongly bullish, just such as this one. But this weekless candle is not that powerful. Why? Because whenever bulls try to push the price high, it creates a rejection here. This long wick means that the sellers sold this market. Now if you look at couple of days, every day the sellers are selling this market. So this weekless candle is basically a rejection from the top in a falling market. So in my opinion and in my analysis, is now preparing for a drop, in fact. Okay, and if you closely look at on the daily, you see that it is creating a reversal. Somehow you will find that reversal pattern. You see this with this doji, it is completing kind of head and shoulder. Let me draw that. So this is the move, and then doji, and the move, and then came back here, move. So if we take that out of this table, you'll see a head and shoulder on the daily time frame. See that head and shoulder. Okay, so that's the sign that in fact gold has created a reversal here. Okay, and preparing for a drop. And this move on the daily or on the higher time frame is breakout of this trend line. Okay, it's a liquidity grab, because when the price come to important level, which is the monthly support zone, the price does this all the time. So we see that gold has gone couple of times to the upside, created this overextended market. Long-term trend is this. Okay, and from that zone, this extra leg, what you see is a liquidity grab. Now it will slowly come back down, do like that, and then will go up again certain level, and then finally will come to finally continue its downtrend. So this is daily chart. So how we can relate that info on the monthly? What I think that the monthly will do is, before end of the month we might see further drop, and we could see monthly close a little bit above, and then after the monthly close we'll see that the price again dropping. So weekly, this is the weekly price action, which is now rejecting. And this week, what I think that we could see further drop, and then maybe we'll see again retracement to the upside. So for the time being, for this moment or for today, we can expect to sell gold when you will find the opportunity. Now I'm coming back to the lower time frame on the 4 hour, in fact, to see how gold is doing. Now gold, this zone here, I see a clear head and shoulder. Okay, now this current candle is breaking out from that head and shoulder. If you draw this, you see that this is a head and shoulder, which is forming in this very important previous support zone here. Okay, which is turning resistance, and a head and shoulder on a resistance is the sign of further bigger drop, and I think that gold will do something like that. Okay, so then how we can find trading opportunity on gold? Now we are finalize the direction of the gold for the time being is bearish. Now to trade gold, I need to see this candle closed. Okay, completing a head and shoulder, and then a breakout from this head and shoulder, retest. Once it will come for retest, or on the retest, or after the retest, we can enter sell trade on gold like we did here. As soon as I will find entry, I will be entering a trade, and also I will send the same trade to my students who are trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And also in this live session, if I find entry, I will not delay, I will straight jump on a trade. Okay, now if you want to trade all of this when even in the London session, New York session, gold, and any other pairs that we are trading, and also learn our strategies. You can join me. You can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website to see potential joining opportunity. So with that in mind, let me look at now the chat, what you guys and girls are up to. Hopefully that guys you are enjoying. Give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. As long as you are with Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you are a profitable trader. Always say like this: I'm a profitable trader. Not you will be, not you want to be. Say I am. Always stay in the present moment. Then your mind will do it. Okay, our subconscious mind work in the way we talk to ourselves is very important. How you define yourself is very important. Okay, why? Because I saw that most people say I want to be, okay, or I will be, because this is how we are taught. Don't say I want to be, because when you say I want to be, you are expressing that you are still not. If you say I will be, also you are expressing that you are not. You have to be first, then things will come. So say I am profitable, I'm a trader, I'm successful. See, I see many people I meet, they actually have, you know, they create their reality by what they say to themselves and others. So very important that you stay positive and affirm yourself that you are, and you are, not you will be, you are that. So that's how you can stay motivated. Make sure you stay motivated and recharge yourself all the time. Kalim, salam sir, thank you Kalim, thank you very much. Steven, any idea on euro dollar? Yeah, will jump on euro dollar. Sir, gold looks like it is a daily resistance becoming support. Daily resistance becoming support. Yeah, but guys, as I mentioned that gold long-term trend is bearish. For me, it's now coming down, so we'll not consider any kind of bullish setup, because the pattern it is developing is bearish. As I told you that all the time, okay, trend out of 100 I put 60 points over trend, 30 points over price action, 30 points of 20 points over price action, and 20 points over area of value. Okay, so trend is my first priority. Trend is the most important factors that you need to consider when you are trading. So trend is down, highly likely that gold will drop. Okay, the way the price action form, and trend is supporting the price action. Long term and short term trend both are bearish. Okay, euro dollar analysis, I will look at it. Thank you very much. Good morning coach. Gbp CHF, no problems. Felix, good morning coach. Felix, good morning. Nasser, euro dollar, please, thanks, no problems sir. Analyze Gbpusd, no problems. Euro dollar showing weakness, we'll look at it. Haidar, please analyze Gbpusd. Our coach, Eurojpy, please. Philippines, thank you very much for joining. Philippine. Pawan Juang, 15 minutes chart on gold. Yeah, I'll look at it. John Kega, gold advice, thank you, no problems. Steve, thank you very much. Good morning sir, no problems. John Stewart, sir, please look at Euro AUD. You'll look at it. Are you following law of attraction? Regish, law of attraction, I will talk about it. John, good morning from Kenya. Where is dollar yen heading? Okay, so Rigesh asked a question: are you following law of attraction? First, I wanna know from all of you guys, how do you define this question? How do you respond to this question? So I will talk about them in what is in my knowledge. Let's talk about trading as well as some other stuff that will really help us to grow as a trader. I'll come back to that point. First, let me look at US oil. I want to know first what you guys knows about this question. I had a question from Ragesh. Are you following law of attraction? So I wanna get some idea from every one of you. Respond to that question. What do you know about this question? What's your answer, or any kind of things, anything you know about this? Anything I want to get from you, and then I'll tell you what I think about this question. So let's jump on US oil. Let me look at monthly. Looking at the monthly perspective, US oil, what we have seen that US oil in fact has crossed the high, okay, and in fact it has crossed the low, has broken the monthly support and resistance, and then we see some rejection to the upside. This is the monthly candle, which is 3-4 days remaining for the monthly close, though it is showing 7 days here, but we have only 3 days this week, and next week maybe 1 or 2 days. So let me look at the weekly. We have seen on the weekly perspective there is primarily a rejection from the bottom, and then now the price again trying to reject. Let me look at the daily. Okay, so we have seen a very strong rejection on the daily on US oil, followed by a narrow doji. What I think that today we might see further drop on US oil, but it may not be a strong drop, because on the daily perspective there is already a rejection from the bottom. Okay, so on the intraday perspective, on the 4-hour, okay, what we see that the price had a rejection. There is a very long pin bar here, okay, a very strong rejection from the bottom, and after that rejection, what we have seen that in fact US oil has gone to this level. From here, what we see that US oil now slowly retracing to the zone where we can, this is the previous support zone here. If you closely look at, we see support here, and also support here, which is turning resistance. What I think that US oil might come a little further down now, around half of this week. It's a week here, okay, and then from that zone we might see that from this level US oil might go up again. So because there is a rejection here, this zone will be tested again. This is what happened when you see a long rejection, the price again goes to that zone to test again. In most long rejection, you will see that the price again revisited that rejection zone in most cases. Let me show you what do I mean by this. You see that there is a long rejection and the price has gone certain level. The same thing here, there is a long rejection, the price has gone up again. The same thing here. So what we could see on US oil, you see that this is a local structure. Local structure has been created. So for the time being, what we could see now, the price do something like that around 77.4, around from that zone we could see that US oil is going up. So for if you are trading immediately, I'll say that it's a sell opportunity, no buy at this point. The way the price action, we might see some short-term movement to the downside on US oil. Okay, so let me look at so please look at Gbpusd, look at it, no problems. Sir, USD CHF take a retest. Okay, so please look at in GBP AUD, no problems. We'll look at in GBP AUD. Let me look at GBP AUD. Okay, so GBP pairs including GBP AUD, GBP JPY. Let me look at first GBP JPY and then I'll look at GB. Okay, let's look at GBP AUD and then go back to GBP JPY. So GBP AUD, if I look at the weekly, okay, this is on the weekly. We have seen the previous week there is a good number of liquidity grab. There is, you see that this weekly candle previous week has crossed completely to the downside, grab a lot of liquidity, and then we have seen that this candle in fact strongly rejected to the upside, okay, on GBP AUD. Now looking at the monthly time frame, we see that on GBP AUD there is a monthly middleman, okay. This monthly candle is a middleman. There is a long wick at the top, long wick at the bottom. All right, so followed by this month we have seen the price came to this level, created a long wick candle, and then the price is now rejecting. So weekly perspective also you see there is a liquidity grab and then rejection. Now if we look at daily on GBP AUD, what we have seen that the price created this move, a narrow doji. Now what we can expect today GBP AUD, this, see there is a doji here, okay. Let me draw this daily support zone, daily resistance zone, which is turning support. We see that from this resistance, which is turning support, okay, we see the narrow doji tested this previous resistance, turning support. I think that GBP AUD is bullish, okay, because weekly time frame bullish, monthly time frame bullish, daily time frame we have seen that on the daily this previous resistance, which is turning support here with this red candle, now it is going to the upside. Now where we can find a trading opportunity, what I think at some point today we might see some retest to the downside. If we take this in daily week on GBP AUD, let's say more than half, if we take in consideration, we can expect now the price again revisit that area. Now on the 4 hour, this price action here on you see on GBP AUD, it is also a bullish price action, okay. What I think that at some point we might see a push down along this dotted line, okay, and from that dotted line where we see this is the daily previous resistance zone here as well, which is the daily level, turning support here, and that could be a very good place for going long. So it could be something like that, even if with a pending order, stop loss below this low, take profit 2 to 1 could be a good trade on GBP AUD. And I think that at some point we should see the price coming back down here, testing this level, and that's how we can trade in GBP AUD. For me, it's bullish. Okay, so okay, let's look at GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD, looking at the bigger picture first of all. See GBP USD guys, you see that yesterday when, let me tell you, so you need to relate the information so that what I said and what's happening, so that you can understand in fact what side you should take, where you should sit, like what decision you take. Now when you're doing the live streaming, if you remember that I think this candle was forming, okay, in the New York session, and this is what I mentioned, that GBP USD is neither bullish nor bearish. It might move in a sideways in a narrow range, okay. Now what you see that exactly you did this, you see that there is no trade here so far since that zone, and GBP USD in fact did it. You see that it's creating a narrow range, and if you trade this zone here, if you trade it, there's no other but losing money, because it's a very narrow range and it is doing as it is, as I told you. So to see a direction, if you look at the weekly, we need to look at the bigger picture to see in fact which way it might do. In my opinion, see, when you don't see a direction on the lower time frame, always go back to the higher time frame. This is where the real things come in, okay, come in play, higher time frame. So on the monthly perspective, what we see that GBP USD in fact created a rejection, and this monthly candle is also a bullish candle. I think that Gbpusd might close somewhere here like as a bullish candle, may come down little down, but it will close as a bullish candle. Looking at the weekly, so on the weekly we have seen a strong bullish engulfer followed by a doji. Okay, this is a doji. Now looking at the news announcement, GBP news coming 8:30 p.m. today. What I think that during that news we might see spike down and then again rise up. So going to the daily now, looking at daily, guys, this is the daily chart. Now from the daily perspective, Gbpusd is bullish. Okay, if you look at this pattern on Gbpusd, it is in fact a bullish pattern. Okay, so then how we can trade Gbpusd if it is a bullish pattern? What I think that as gold is dropping, as you can see on the lower time frame, now daily perspective on Gbpusd, the pattern is bullish. Okay, but we could see false breakout. So what I'm trying to tell you, let me give you an example, then you'll understand in fact what I'm trying to mean to you. So let me show you. So whenever you see, let's go to the intraday perspective. When you see a pattern like that, okay, an impulse, right, you'll see the price creates any kind of, let's say this triangle pattern. Okay, now with the triangular pattern, what you have seen that there is a false breakout to the downside. So the price normally break that triangle once to the downside, once or twice, and then started to move in the direction. Okay, so the same thing you will find everywhere. Look at this one here as well, same thing. After this impulse, the price came back down, you see that, and then has broken down and finally gone up. So basically this pattern, if you draw it up, you see something like that. Okay, and the price came back down, created a double top, and then has started to push to the upside. So this is applicable in everywhere. Wherever you see a pattern like that, you see this one is same. This is the impulse, and then what the price did, triangle couple of times, false breakout, and then started to push up. So if we go back to Gbpusd current situation, what we could see, it is in fact creating same kind of pattern. If you closely look at triangle, okay, this is the triangle it is following. Now what it is doing, as I mentioned, so it's bullish, but you see there is a gap here, so it will merge in this point and then either going bullish, or it might break down, create a false breakout, and then going for a bullish move. So for the time, let's say, look at this market in comparison with other areas. This is not a very good market for entering at this point, okay, until we see a clear direction. But if you look at gold, this is creating a nice looking price action in comparison with other pairs. So yeah, based on what kind of price action, then we will be entering the trade. For Gbpusd, for me, it's completely now sideways market. Okay, and I'll recommend you to avoid for the time being to entering this kind of market until we see a clear direction in the market. I'll say that wait and see how the market moves. Swam US sir, USD CHF from a pattern bullish, no problems. Euro, yes, EU play next. Good morning sir. View US30, Dow Jones. Yeah, we'll look at it. Okay, so there was a question about okay, Ragesh said that, are you following law of attraction? Okay, so it's not trading, but let me answer this question so that I can move forward to the analysis. What I have seen, in my opinion, is basically how things work is, see, everything we get in our life or we achieve is based on what we think, and that's the science, right? So it's like, for example, if you have ever watched a theater, how does it work? There is a projector here, okay, and a beam of light fall on the screen like that on a theater. Even when you watch TV, you experience the same way. So a beam of light fall on the screen, and that beam of light, basically what projector does, it replays some still picture in a very high speed. Okay, so when you replay like a play still picture with a very high speed, it will look like a moving object. For example, how does like a video plays out? If you take a video, a man walking on the street, open the camera and you are taking video, what video is doing? Basically it is taking still pictures, but taking with a microsecond time period. Now, because our eye cannot register if it is a less than, let's say, I think less than 0.1 second time interval, if something moves with below this time interval, you can't predict the movement. For example, if a ceiling fan, you have seen that if a fan is moving very fast, you can't see the fan is moving. You will basically see that something is rotating like a car wheel. So similarly, when still pictures are played in a very fast speed, you see the object is moving. So how do you see a theater, a TV or a cinema? Is when something projected on the screen with a beam of light, and that picture moves in a fastest way, and we see that the object is moving. So our mind works in the same way. So what we think inside our mind is play out outside. Okay, when people know this secret, they can do anything they want. That's the truth, that's the reality. So how does it work? You might say, okay, then what is playing inside your mind? Do you know? How many of you know what is playing inside your mind? Is the only way you know is by making the unconscious into conscious. It's sometimes a bit difficult because subconscious is always under the surface, but if you can program your mind to do what you want to do, it's become very easy. Trading, trading or becoming financially free, everything depends on your program, the way you want it to. So you might say, then I don't know, how can I make that happen? The only way is, see, if you stand in front, if you keep something in front of mirror, let's say you put a bundle of gold in front of mirror, it will reflect it inside the mirror, right? similar way. So if you anything you want in your life, you need to bring it first inside your mind, think about it, act on it, and it will come. That's how everything works. So what will happen if you play a movie inside your mind, that will reflect it on the screen. So if you use that analogy, that projector is inside your mind and that screen is outside your world. So for example, anything you see outside you is what is projected on the wall. So by changing here inside this projector, the way the movie is being played, you can change anything outside. So it's inside out always. That's the truth. That's the secret. No one can disobey this law. That's what you call, some people, law of attraction, or I don't define it in any way, but that's how everything operates. You know that when a cow give birth to a calf, let's say a cow give birth to a child, right? Now as soon as the cow give birth to a child, calf or whatever you want to say, the calf started to drink cow's milk in a second. How does that child knows that where to go, how to find that milk? Is the movie playing inside that in the subconscious level. So in the similar way, we human also play a movie inside us, and if we can change that script, we can change anything. Even it is 100% applicable in trading. That is why I discussed it here sometime. 100% applicable to your trading as well. So by changing your script, you can change anything in your life, no matter what. No one can disagree with it. So let's jump on the, what's your thought on Euro CHF? I'll look at it. Then the sir Mera Gbpusd buying trade. Okay, no problems. Gbpjpy is created head and shoulder move in daily time frame. Please have a look at it. When Euro USD turned down, please can you do analysis Euro USD? Thank you. I'll look at it now. So let's jump on okay, let's look at euro dollar. So we looked at Gbpusd. No problems, Ragesh. Thank you very much. So that's the, we'll jump on euro dollar. So that's as I told you that. So what happened is that when you play, when you create the correct image inside you, it will bring that things to your life. It will in fact not bring, you will move on to that points. That's what that day I said that in fact everything exists in the now. Okay, everything exists in the now. It's according to science. So you can become anyone. You can. So what you need to create a self image, that who you want to be. Use your imagination. Imagination is the most powerful thing a human being has. Create an image who you want to be, a trader. Create a clear picture of who you want to be and act from that place. So when you take an action, ask yourself who is taking the action. Is the successful, profitable, professional trader is taking the action? Yes, do it that way. You'll see that whatever you are doing, whoever you are, it will play out. Okay, because that's how the universe operates. So before you take any action, let's say when you watch at anything about trading, when you are taking a trade, ask yourself one question: who is taking this trade? Is me, or is the one who is profitable, professional trader? Okay, bring that feeling and attitude and take the action from that place. Forget about what's your current situation. And so that action basically will take you to the person who you are thinking in your mind. And that's how every successful people 100%, see, trading is probability, you know, but what I am saying is not probability. Every successful person becomes successful in that way. First you need to become, and then things will come. But we are taught the other way around. That is why so much struggle some people sometimes face, is because we remain where we are, but we try to go there. You can't go there. You have to become. So you become now and then act from that place. Just trust me, it will work out. Trust me. Become what you want to become first, act in the way, and then from that action will come to you what you want. No doubt about it. Freedom, money, job, being trader, successful, everything will come to you. No doubt. You have to become. Okay, so becoming is more important than anything. So imagine, Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. So what you imagine will play out. Okay, so let's jump on to trading. DXY, daily, weekly forecast, please. Okay, let's look at DXY. Okay, so looking at DXY, okay, this is the monthly chart, because on the lower time frame we see some what I called consolidation. Okay, so on the monthly perspective, what we see that DXY, this is the monthly candle, which in fact came to this very important level, and from here what we have seen, a rejection. Monthly perspective. Now looking at the weekly, okay, so weekly we have seen primarily a doji this week after going up, now coming back down. Now the question is which way it is heading. So monthly, weekly is still not giving us a clear direction. Let's go to the daily. So this is the daily candle that opened with a gap, right? See, this is where the main crucial part that you need to understand when you are in trading is, first of all, this is the daily chart on DXY. You can see that there is a strong movement, okay, on the daily, and then created a double bottom, has broken to the upside. Now with that move, okay, what we have seen that so this is in fact, this pattern here is still bearish, okay, but at the same time we have seen a breakout on the daily, came back down, closed the candle just above this neckline, where is the previous resistance is turning support. Now from the daily perspective we could see a little bit of drop. Now let's jump onto 4 hour to see in fact which one doing. Okay, now on the intraday perspective we see the DXY so on the intraday, how the price action is forming. See, there is an impulse on the 4 hour coming back to this zone. What I think that DXY later today will go up and then might come back down. Even it could remain in a sideway. There is no clear direction. Still, you can say the price action is a little bit of bearish, but what I think on the weekly, this is the weekly candle. We might see some downward move on DXY along this zone, or even it could come to test this trend line, half of this zone, and then from here we could see bullish move. So if we go back to daily, so what I think that DXY, for the time being, we might see that the price is coming back down along this zone, okay, along this dotted line, and from here we might see that again bullish move. So with that said, for short term we could see weakness in dollar and then a strengthening in dollar. So if we reflect that with euro dollar, then what we could see that, yeah, so that is why we see euro dollar some strengthening short term. Okay, so some weakness in DXY will give you strengthening in euro dollar. Okay, and in the similar way, but Aussie dollar is completely moving the other way. A little bit of mixed reaction. You see that if I look at GBP USD, is the same way. So euro looks like a little bit of a stronger because the news is coming, right? So in fact that may give us an advantage for shorting. Now for euro dollar, let it go up because the news is coming at 7:15 p.m. 7:30 p.m. and so euro dollar, what I think that this move, let's look at daily. Yeah, so what I see now on euro dollar, guys, what I think that during the news we might see some upward move on euro dollar, okay, and then we might see that rejection from the top. Okay, so looking at, because this price action, the way it is going, I don't think that it will be a full move. Okay, so we might see breakdown on this one as well. Looking at the weekly, you see that euro dollar exactly where the weekly opening and closing zone, right? And from this zone during the news we might see some upward move as expected, because it has broken the weekly doji is low, now it is going up. So it is highly likely that it will break this weekly resistance level, and then we might see again rejection. So if we keep that on, then what we see on the 4 hour, the price is now bullish. So let it go up, and then once it will have a rejection, we'll be selling euro dollar. Okay, I think that we might see some range bound market in all those pairs until the monthly close. So that means that on euro dollar the price might go to this resistance level and then coming back to the support. Okay, so we might see some range bound. Okay, highly likely that the price will go for range bound. So to trade that range bound, we need to see the price is heading to the resistance level, and once we will see rejection we can sell. So for the time being we see euro dollar is getting stronger a little bit. Thank you for no problems. Thank you very much. DXY daily weekly forecast, please. Yeah, Kiko, will DXY reach 114 or higher again? Look at it. Soba analysis of gold, please, for those of us whom they have by 1780 held. Kiko, FOMC, how will it be today? Today FOMC, yeah, there is FOMC today. I mean it's not here today in Eurozone, could be today. For me it's tomorrow, but you can consider today. Okay, Paul, Aussie dollar, please. Yeah, waiting buy AUD USD for Paul, AUD USD. Steven, much appreciated. No problems, Steven, thank you very much. So in the meantime, guys and girls, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with me in a private Telegram channel, and also have all the trading tools including the indicator that is our trend following strategy indicator, is available for all the students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website and join us. If you want to have all those, I will recommend you to join the lifetime access plan, where you can access everything we have in Forex Trading Wizard Academy for the rest of your life. So let me look at dollar CAD. Okay, so looks like that to me. Dollar is a little bit of range bound. You can see that some pairs showing strengthening dollar against some pair we see the dollar is getting weaker, against some pair is getting stronger. So we could see some range bound as like dollar yen. You can see that the reason is when FOMC comes, it's a very important news announcement, and after that FOMC, it's on Thursday early morning, right? Thursday and Friday will be incredibly volatile. So what market does is, the way I have seen the market moves is, when you see a market consolidate for some time and FOMC comes, is basically what it does. It just go up and down, create a huge movement and slaughter everyone, and then it just trend. So until FOMC, what we could see that if you are trading on the very lower time frame, that's fine. What I think that what it could do like this, you see that. So you might see a candle like that, and then it will give you a clear direction in the market. And that is why the market normally range bound before FOMC. So this is a very good time before FOMC, because trading is all about preparation. If you are a trader, you have to be serious. As I told you before, you have to be serious, and at the same time you have to let go together. So let's say FOMC coming, we need a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis, how the market might move. And then once FOMC released, we know what is likely to happen. And that is why so many analysis, so many understanding, discussion, so that we can find the right trade. Okay. As JC Livermore said, that money comes from sitting, not from trading. That's a very, very important quote, because it's an analogy, like it's a, what I can say, an analogy that giving us to understand actually how a trader should be. So this is what I tell, that the identity that you have to create as a trader is to become patient, and at the same time reacting to the right price action and trade. So it takes time, a little bit of practice. Just be on it and you can do it. Okay, you can do it, always you can do it, and you are doing it very well. Thank you for that. So let's jump on to like Euro pairs, including Eurojpy. I see some bullish move. Okay, but I think that after the Euro news clearly released, we might see that Euro might be reversing. So in that case, including Euro dollar, but I think that after the FOMC or after this Euro news, we could potentially see that this price action has gone up, will reverse. Okay, because this market to me is currently range bound. Looking at the daily, yeah, for me it's a range bound market. Let me look at the chat, guys, what you're up to. Gold, please, yeah, look at it. Ronsky, Thanks, sir. No problems. Kiko said, I meant euro dollar has a very extreme stochastics and MACD print. So what kind of stochastic and MACD print you have? Let us know. Kiko, can you check? Can you check? Thanks. No problems. Get fun. Welcome. No problems. Wanted to say, how are you, or everyone? What do you mean by that? Ronsoke, GBP, JPY, sir, you look at it. Thanks, coach. Please, can you look at AUD, USD? Yeah, absolutely. Look at AUD, USD now. And GBP, JPY. Let me look at first GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY, guys, what I think that it's still bullish, okay? JPY looks like it's still weaker. GBP, JPY to me is still bullish. If you look at the weekly, this is still a bullish market, okay? So for me, GJ, UJ, both are bullish. If you look at GBP, JPY long-term price action, this is the monthly price action, as you can see, okay? This is the previous support zone with this monthly long doji. In fact, in GBP, JPY, very strong doji, created this long doji, and then from that doji, what we have seen that GBP, JPY has gone up strongly to the upside and created this another monthly candle. So after this bullish candle, the price came back down to this important liquidity zone, and from this level, what we have seen that in fact GBP, JPY started to push up, creating a long wick candle, which is a sign of strong bullish move. Looking at weekly, we have seen a big move, correction, big move. So in fact, on the weekly perspective as well, GBP, JPY is creating a bullish price action. Looking at the daily, this is the previous day, there is a liquidity gap with a bullish engulfer followed by a doji. It's a continuation pattern. What I think that during the news we might see some backward move, but after the news we should see that GBP, JPY is pushing high. So this price action on GBP, JPY, what you see that this triangle, this price action is in fact bullish price action, okay? So you see series of higher low with a bullish engulfer. Every time you see the price 3 times created bullish engulfer. There is one here, very strong bullish engulfer. There is one here, another bullish engulfer. Now there is one here, also bullish engulfer. So this is basically by creating 3 bullish engulfer, GBP, JPY came to this resistance level, and now with this doji, the price is breaking that resistance. What I think that 24 minutes later this candle is going to close. It is in fact a bullish price action, okay? It is a bullish price action, GBP, JPY. Simon asks, good morning coach, what's the best way to scalp US100 and other currencies? Okay, so if you are scalping needs firstly very strong discipline, very discipline approach. This is the key and strategy. So you need a specific strategy for any currency pairs, including US100 or any other pairs, and very strict discipline, okay? I'll create a separate YouTube video on how to create a disciplinary rule for scalping. I do have one already, scalping rules, everything, but I'll create another one how you can create a disciplinary rule. And for the strategy, you need back-tested, proven strategy for scalping. Very important. So these are the 2 key points. Discipline means the sticking to the rules of the strategy and the strategy, so that you can have a strategy and stick to it. It will work out. Euro Prime Minister print okay. So for GBP JPY is bullish. Looks like that GBP, because the news is coming, including GBP CAD, I see the market is highly bullish. Okay, but as I told you many times, I normally trade a very clean price action. Okay, because I love winning more, okay, rather than losing. I do have some losing trades sometime, but when we trade clean price action, it gives really a good probability for winning. Okay, for example, this one is a very good price action for bullish setup. This one also a very good price action for bullish setup. Now if we see that according to our trend following indicator, we see some good trades that is scanning out of this zone. So that's what I normally see, that clean price action, and then I go for the trade. Clean price action means a clear movement. Okay, when I see a lot of choppy market, I just wait to see, in fact, to give the market give me a clear direction. Okay guys, so US30, we see that there is, see, this one is a nice looking bullish price action. Okay, US30 giving a clear bullish move to the upside. If you look at daily, there is as in fact a strong bullish move. The price is facing this resistance zone, but if we see that US30 giving us another clear move, we can go long. But let's see what happened. But what we have seen, that US30 has given us a breakout from this level in this bullish move. So if we compare the NAS100, also it's showing us some bullish move. Now for US30 and NAS100, if we look at the monthly, what we see that the price is facing this monthly resistance zone, but it is bullish. Looking at the weekly, a strong bullish engulfer followed by a doji. It's a bullish price action. Looking at daily, what we have seen that on the daily perspective, there is in fact US30 has a lot of reason for further bullish move. Firstly, there is a daily bullish engulfer followed by 9. This pattern is a textbook bullish pattern. I mentioned yesterday also, it has come back down, did its job to the downside and also job to the upside. So both side it has done. Now it is trending to the upside. Okay, so on the intraday we have seen already a bullish move. Okay, now with that bullish move, let's see, if we see a slower retracement, I'll be going long on US30. Okay, Kiko, you're Simon, thank you. No problems, Kiko. That's why I want to know your technical view of your USD and DXY. Thank you. No problems, Kiko. Thank you very much. Please, can you look at AUD USD? Look at if you can see S&P 500 chart technical view. You look at it, Kiko. Kaba, good morning, sir. How's your night? Please, sir, can you make analysis on good? Thank you, Kaba. Absolutely, my night was very good. My day also very good. Thank you very much for asking, because as you know that I spend time with all of you guys, and because I spend twice and also all day long I create content, do trading, send trade signals. So when I'm surrounded with such great people, I never have any problem. Everyone is supportive, positive, helping the Forex Trading User Academy, working together. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's what I always dreamed of, a life that the thing that I love, I do. The people that I really love, I can spend time with them, talk to them. That's the thing that everyone wants, and everyone is really amazing here. Trust me. in the VIP group. The people are amazing, the traders are amazing. Thank you very much for all your support to each other, making this greatest academy. Thank you very much. So let's look at now Aussie dollar. Okay, so Aussie dollar looks like that dollar getting a little bit of weaker. With that said, Aussie dollar moving in a sideway. Now looking at daily, let me look at it. So what I think, guys, the way I see here on the daily, because when I can't see clear direction on the lower time frame, I normally jump on to a little bit of higher time frame. So what I see on the daily perspective, that Aussie dollar here looks like that we might see some downward move. Okay, so there is a little bit of mixed reaction, because euro is, you see that euro is pushing high, but AUD USD is moving a little bit of sideways or bearish move. So after the news announcement, then we will see exactly which way the market might be. But again, at the same time, we see Gbpusd creating a little bit of bullish move, but in the sideways. So the market, in fact, is fully not developed yet. Okay, as I told you that FOMC coming after GBP and euro news, we will definitely see a clear direction. So for the time being, we will be keep watching the market, and as soon as I'll jump on a trade. That's what you have seen, that most of the time I send all the trade alert when we see that clear direction in the market. Okay guys, so I'm just looking at all of them. We are coming a candle close very soon, and so euro CAD looking very aggressively bullish. GBP CAD also bullish. GBP JPY also creating a bullish pattern. So the pairs that is giving really a strong bullish move, then that is where we will be focusing on upon news, including US30 showing bullish move, NZD USD, and yeah, so all of them you will look at it. So yeah guys, let me know in the chat what you are up to, so that I know where to look at. And in the meantime, I'm almost at the end of this session. Let me know in the comment section, chat section, if you have any questions, so that I can cover, and then I'll wrap up this session. I'll be on it until the New York session, and I'll come back again on New York session to see what's happening. And in the meantime, if I find any trade during the London session, I'll definitely send it to you guys who are in the channel. If you want to trade this with us, you can join us. There's a link in the description area, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This is the #1 trading channel and educational money making channel that will change the way you trade. With that said, I'm gonna end this session. So Euro USD Tobis, Euro USD, we already looked at it, Tobis. So Euro USD, basically I think that during the news we might see further push to the upside, and then we could see a drop. In my opinion, euro dollar might remain range bound in this support and resistance. So yeah, if I see that euro dollar during the news has gone up and then again rejecting, we'll be selling euro dollar, or I'll look at it what happened. Still the direction is not fully clear. Simon, I spoke to you WhatsApp concerning my. Okay, no problem. Simon will talk. Thank you very much. We'll look at it. Thank you.